Hi guys, welcome back. For this week's Playing With Me, this was last week, we were doing cleaning. This week's still got a little bit of cleaning left because we're going to be finishing everything off this week. This week is August 7th through 13th. I'm using an old planner from Glam Planner, a gold kit from Glam Planner, not old planner from Glam Planner. So this is the Fashion Girls. You have the double box, the glitter headers, and then what's little they have of like overlays. And then here is the main kit. I think this was from 2001, so it's a couple of years old, but it should work fine for this week. Fingers crossed, because I really hope it will. This week is semi-busy, not super busy. And I hope it ends up being a good week. I don't have a book picked out on my phone yet. I think I'm going to do one of my Libby books. I was thinking this one. Stop it. I was thinking this one right here, the Fire Endless, because it's the second one to one of the books I just finished reading. And so I'm probably going to listen to that one. I apologize if the lighting is bad. It is a dark and gloomy day here in the Pacific Northwest. So we have cloud cover, which makes it beautiful and cool, but not great lighting for filming. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll see you afterwards. Hi guys, welcome back to the voiceover portion of this video. This is the third time I've tried this, so hopefully we can actually do it. I tried it the first time, and then I inevitably started to cough the moment that I started it, even though I didn't need to cough. I needed to clear my throat. It was just messed up. And then this time I'm jibber jabbering away, and my son walks in, and I completely lost my train of thought, so I started over. So here we are, number 3. The third time's a charm. I was just going to tell you about what's been going on recently and why this is so incredibly late. And I hope fervently that I will never have another Plan With Me this late. Cannot guarantee that because we all know how life goes. But I was super busy. So, like 2 weeks ago, I got a hold of my brother-in-law. For all intents and purposes, he's like a brother, just a brother. Him and my sister were married a while back, but he has full custody of my nephew, and I haven't talked to them in a while, so I got a hold of him. Actually, I got a hold of his wife because he's got a busy job, and so he doesn't answer his messages very well, but she answers them great. So I got a hold of his wife, and I was like, hey, I'm a terrible aunt. I have not talked to you guys in ages. How's my little man doing? And we chatted for a while, and she's like, hey, his birthday's coming up. Do you want to come? So we had every intention of going to his birthday party, which was like 2 weeks ago, but we ended up having just dinner together instead, which was fine. And then we made plans for me to come pick him up that next week, and of course my husband got home the same day that we went and saw Carson, and so our married life was interrupted by Chiefs season, which means that he spent that entire next week gone. Like, he had duty on one of the days, and duty is where he has to stay on the boat for 24 hours, and then he had another day where he was in and out because they were doing Navy stuff, and then I finally got him back on like Friday, and then Friday we went and picked up my nephew and had him for the full weekend. And so I'm doing this, the actual planning that you're watching, not the voice that's me, on Monday, and we didn't get home until super late because we ended up doing the trampoline park that we were supposed to do for Carson's birthday. We ended up doing it on Sunday instead, so we didn't get home until like psychotically late. And I woke up early on Monday morning to be able to do this, but I ended up not getting anything else done. I just put down the stickers because I had a tattoo appointment on Monday and I was there until like 4 o'clock. I came home and changed and then went over to, um, I was going to go over to my friend's house, but I didn't. Sorry, brain fog. Uh, my husband got a shift for Amazon and I went with him and just hung out and we listened to podcasts and stuff while we were on the road. And then I took a Tylenol when I got home to help with the swelling and went to bed, crashed out. And then the next day was my first day of work. And so I didn't get anything done on Tuesday because I was at work all day. And then when I got off work, I was literally driving home and Nikki messages me and says, "Hey, we're having meatloaf for dinner. You want to come over and have dinner?" Of course I want to come over and have dinner. A, it's meatloaf and meatloaf is yum. And B, that means I don't have to cook and I get a home cooked meal and I don't have to cook and I don't have to clean. That is rock on. And so I ended up going over to Nikki's house for dinner on Tuesday. And then today is now Wednesday. So here we are. And I have work tomorrow. So I am up a little later than I probably should, trying to get all of this done because today was just a mess of a day. I woke up late, which was nice, but my son messaged me like right after I woke up and said, "Hey, can you come get me from school? Everyone is sick." So they canceled class for the entire, for all the entire class. It got canceled because everyone was sick. And so I went to go get him and he let me know that he had hurt his arm at work a few days prior. So I took him to the urgent care just to make sure that he was okay. He was totally okay. Literally nothing was wrong with him. It was just that he pulled a muscle really bad, and so he was having a hard time moving his arm, and I just wanted to make sure he didn't break it. The doctor said it's not broken. It was probably just a strain, and to be careful with it and baby it for the next couple of days. And then I got home, took my shower, intended on doing all of this, and my computer was dead. And because my computer has so few ports, plugging in my computer makes it so that I can't upload information because I have to use the same ports for the adapter to plug it in so that I can get all the video coverage. So here we are, Wednesday night, after I spent the day with Nikki, and I'm editing and voicing over and uploading all of this so that I can get it up tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to get uploaded tonight or tomorrow morning, but it honestly doesn't matter because I was going to schedule it either way. But I didn't have a chance to do anything else today. So it'll at least render today and upload tomorrow. Either way is fine. I don't think it's going to be a big deal either way for you guys because I'm hoping I'll still have this up at a decent time. I'm shooting for like 8 a.m. But we shall see. I have to be at work at 7:30. I work at a new doggy daycare. Oy to the vey. Hold on. Dude, I was not starting over. I'm like 10 minutes in now. There is no way I was starting that over again. So here we are. Back at it. That time it was my daughter. My son totally understood that I needed a good half an hour to do this. And she told me that I didn't tell her. So whatever, I don't know. But I really want to get this done for you guys, so they had to go away. All right, so as far as the plan with me that you're about to watch, I don't know why I do this because then you're going to get these updates in like 3 months. So I don't know. Do you guys care about the initial jibber jabber when we start? As long as I'm on topic most of the time when we're actually doing these. You guys I don't have a ton of you guys that watch these, and the ones I do never say anything. So hey, so yeah, let me know what you guys like because I would love to talk to my planning crew a little more. I did not put down full boxes on Thursday and Friday because I forgot. So those will go in later during the actual week layout. And I completely forgot to write in the sidebar. So as I'm cleaning up and getting ready to do the end scene, that's when I'll notice that I forgot to do the sidebar. So you can see me here getting ready to put the full boxes on, but I do not have on, I did not touch the sidebar. That'll come later. I have all of these really old kits, and none of them are really my style, which is part of the reason I have them. The ones that I didn't use at this point in time are either my absolute favorites that I didn't want to ruin, or ones like this that I thought were cute but really weren't my aesthetic. Um, so I don't know. I think it turned out pretty cute. I do like it when it's done, but there's definitely some that are not my aesthetic. But because they're the um, mystery ones, I never try to like go through and sell them or trade them. It just seems like too much of a hassle, and I end up using them eventually. Whether it's in my personal planner or it's in this one, I can usually zhuzh it up and it ends up looking pretty cute. So it's not a huge deal, but it definitely is a little bit of one. Side note, I have a lot of issues with this Plan With Me. I had issues collecting the stickers, so you can see my little sheet right there that's got all the stickers for the Plan With Me. When I do my pre-planning, I get all that ready. And I had issues with that. I kept dropping them. They kept falling off. I have one that I stuck on top of another one on accident. Luckily, it worked, so I left it there. I have another issue coming up soon where I drop stickers all over the front of my Plan With Me. It's just, this was a crazy, chaotic, I can speak, words are hard, mess. But it did get done. It didn't end up looking pretty good, so I'm not too worried about it. So Monday was a super, super chill day. Literally, I had nothing to write down. When I'm looking at my main calendar, I'll normally write something down, like, hey, this is what we did. I don't have anything. I have a nap time, and a literal nothing is written onto my planner. So we did go watch Oppenheimer finally. We tried to get to go see the 70 millimeter in downtown Seattle. We tried numerous times for like 3 weeks to make that work, and it just was not happening. The first time it was the 70 millimeter was broken. Then the rest of the times the AC was out and we were going through our heat wave here in the Pacific Northwest. And it was not okay. And we even asked, how bad is it in there? And they said it is really, really uncomfortable. So we finally gave up and just watched it in town. Tyler adored it. It was mostly about the trial. I didn't know what to expect because I hadn't looked into it at all. I knew it was about the guy who made the bombs they dropped in Japan. But I didn't know much else about it. And so it was a very big history lesson, and it was a lot of the information that we got from the trials. But, I mean, everyone's heard of Oppenheimer. I definitely enjoyed Barbie more than Oppenheimer, but my son enjoyed both thoroughly, and that's what mattered at the end of the day. So we had a massive relax and chill time. We literally took naps half the day, and then we went and watched a movie. And that's all I have written down. And not even for dinner, it says we had bagels. So, we really went all out for dinner if we had bagels. This week we will finish the garage. We finish it on Thursday. Just a little sneak peek of the rest of the week. That garage was so bad. It was horrible. And then we had a cat that was deathly afraid of our male cat. And because our older male cat would pick on the younger male cat. And as a form of retaliation, Leo would pee all over everything. So we had to throw out so many things that got peed on. We had to repack a bunch of boxes that were falling apart. We had to get rid of a bunch of stuff. We made a bunch of donation runs and a bunch of garbage runs and a bunch of recycling runs. I think we made 2 or 3 runs to the dump, and then 2 big donation runs, and it was just a messed up thing. And we ended up getting rid of a bunch of our extra stuff. So we ended up getting rid of appliances. We ended up getting rid of some furniture. And a lot of people were like, wait a minute, you're giving this away for free? And I'm like, yes, because I don't want it. I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to have to try to sell it. So we just got rid of stuff. And so on Tuesday, that was part of our evening, was still cleaning. It took us almost 3 weeks to finish this stupid garage. But it's done now. And I used a label maker and labeled everything. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to find stuff as I need it. As of right now, we have been able to locate most of the stuff that we've been looking for, but not all of it. It's been fun. So Tuesday we started off the morning with a Amazon shift. You'll notice that there's far fewer Amazon shifts as time progresses. They are still around, but I have not had an Amazon shift in like almost 2 weeks. The 22nd was the last one I had. And so like tomorrow will be 2 weeks. Luckily I have a real job now. Woo woo. I don't make nearly as much doing my real job as I did at Amazon, but at least with Amazon not being an issue anymore, I have a lot of stress, which I think in some ways is a bigger win, because I don't have to look at the app constantly. I don't have to worry if there's no shifts. I don't have to stress that I haven't had a shift in a while. It's a little bit of freedom. But my bank account is very sad right now because all of my bills just came out and I don't have any active money coming in just yet. Which is one of those questions I need to ask because I really don't know when I get paid. After my shift, like I do with most of those early morning shifts, I took a nap. And then I worked on some YouTube stuff. Basically, I was filming a haul, is what my other planner says is what we were actually working on that day. And like I said, cleaning the garage. And then I finished a book. I finished Kingdom of the Wicked. I went through quite a few books this week. I think we finished 4. And then the week before we finished a few too. It's just been recently. I'm kind of in a mini slump right now, which really sucks. I really, really love reading. But for some reason, when my husband gets home, I have a hard time reading again. But when he's away or I'm delivering, it makes it a lot easier. But now that I'm not delivering and he's home, I don't know how I'm going to get through my books, which makes me sad. So yeah, Kingdom of the Wicked got finished this week, and it was really good. I liked it a lot. I did not like the Jack the Ripper series, so I was really, really happy when I did like this one. So moving on to Wednesday, we started off the day with another shift, a few dollars less. So Tuesdays was $120, Wednesdays was $114. As long as it's over 75, I'm honestly okay. I try to keep them as close to 100 as possible when I do take them because I don't want to waste gas and wear and tear on my car for $75. Again, afterwards, it was another nap time because I don't sleep at night. So I have to sleep in the middle of the day. It's just the way it works. Insomnia is fun. And then Pat had duty on Wednesday. Duty means that he spends 24 hours on the ship. He will sometimes have watches that he has to do. Like he has a watch like super early this morning. I don't know what time, but he went to bed at 6. So I'm assuming that it's going to be like a 3 a.m. shift. That he has to stand in or sit at a desk or do something that's military fun. I don't know what they do. Can you tell? All I know is that they have watches that are all different. It depends on what they're doing at any given time. Oh, look, there it is. This is where I dropped 2 of the stickers. One of them came up fine and the other one didn't. That one straight out disintegrated. I was trying to put it back on and the whole thing fell apart. Me pulling it up like that knocked all of the ink on the thing loose. And so when I went to lay it back down and I like wiped my finger over it like that, the whole thing came off. Look at that. Sucked. Anyways, the sticker that I'm putting down right now is laundry, because I was working on clothes. I do have a bunch of bedding that I did. I think I did it as soon as Pat left, so I think it was like on Monday that I did all the bedding. But this was clothes, and I lost my sticker. So I went to go look at one of the sticker sheets I had left over from the last week, because I've been pulling them out of my stash. I haven't been keeping a super close tabs on what I already had sitting over there, and there happened to be a laundry sticker there, so I didn't need to get up and find a new one. I just used that one instead, because I'm telling you, I don't know if it was the pulling up or what, but the whole sticker, just the whole top of it came off. It was very, very annoying. The other one that came off was like one of the spending stickers, but it was fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. All right, it looks like I'm putting down the next book that I finished before I put down my puppy dog walk. Which reminds me, I don't know if the puppy dog's inside or not. So I finished A Prayer for the Crown Shy. It's the sequel to The Prayer for the Wild Build or something like that. It's a Becky Chamberlain book. It's a little novella. It is so beautiful. I want to buy it. I want to have it on my shelf so I can reread it whenever I want. But the thing's like $30 and it's like, no joke, 70 pages. So I listened to it in one day and it was really beautifully written. So I might just have to buy the audiobook from Audible and keep it in my library and make it one of those books that I listen to when I sleep at night. I'm just now finishing off Cinder. I'm listening to The Stars Above, which is the short stories that go along with the series. I don't know what to listen to next. I have done Harry Potter semi-recently. I did Daughter of Smoke and Bones recently. I did Percy Jackson this year. I did all of the Vampire Academy books. I did all of the Hunger Games books. I'm not sure what to do. I know that I did some Sarah J. Maas recently, but I'm reading The Silver Flames right now, and I don't want to listen to that one again. So I'm not sure. Anyways, we're moving on to Thursday. I did tell you on Wednesday I took the puppy for a hike. We did just over a mile, but I just realized that I don't know if he's in here or not. And if he's not in here, he's still outside. My daughter let him out, and then I don't know if she let him back in because he's not in here. Anyways, we moved on to Wednesday was also recycling day, which is tomorrow. We put the recycling out on Wednesdays because they come Thursday morning. And so I mark it on Wednesdays. So it's out right now. Thursday, I did another shift, but basically the same time in the morning, the 6 a.m.-ish shifts. And I got $99 for this one, which I hated, but I did it. I have taken them as low as $90 because I needed the money and there was no better options. And again, I did another nappy time afterwards because I was tired. And then we did a grocery run. It looks like I did my grocery run prior to doing my nap, but I'm not sure which order is correct. Because let's be real here, I don't pay attention to those types of things. And we're not even there yet because I'm over here putting down full boxes because I forgot to do it earlier. So I'm ahead of the schedule. But I did go to Town and Country, which is this really bougie grocery store in the area. It's kind of like a Whole Foods. It's got a really big produce area and then a really big like bakery and deli area. And then everything's really, really overpriced, but really tasty at the same time. So I definitely like Town and Country, but we don't have access to Whole Foods. But I only shop there on occasions when I'm looking for something in particular because it's not going to happen. I am not going to spend that kind of money for no reason whatsoever. That sticker also went down really funky. I laid it down weird and I went to go pick it up and it pulled the whole thing up with it, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see on here. But I'm writing down my nap time right now, so we'll see in just a second if it does happen. This was the day that we finished cleaning the garage, which I was super, super happy about. And I finished reading Delilah Green Doesn't Care, which I loved. I thought it was really cute. I also listened to the second one, and I'm waiting for the third one to come out. And I know that one comes out in the very near future, which I'm excited about because I really liked it. No, it looks like it went okay. What did I do? Okay, I have no idea what's going on, but I know I had an issue with that sticker, and I don't know why. It looks funny. Oh, I remember what happened. Okay, that was one of the ones I dropped. I dropped a bunch of stickers, and that was one of the ones I dropped. I dropped it on the boardwalk, and so if you look really carefully at the boardwalk, there's actually some sticker residue missing off of it. So it went onto the sticker that I have it on just fine, but I dropped it before I was able to get it on there. I don't know what was up with the stickers today. We were just arguing incessantly because nothing was working out correctly. So Friday, I did not have a shift, which means that I got to sleep in. I slept in late. It's all it says. I didn't write it down. Sometimes I'll actually write down what time I wake up. And I've got a couple that were like last week that were like 11 o'clocks. And I was like, man, I slept in late. My daughter slept until 2 today. I was like, I had a half of a day before she even woke up. And then we did donation drop off today, which I thought was really cool that I actually have a sticker for that. I was stoked. It came in one of the sticker bundle things where you don't know what you're getting. So here you go. It's from Station Stickers. They're the oops ones. And so like I would get ones that were like supposed to be silver, but they were actually gold, or they were black. They didn't get foiled correctly. Whatever. Something happened. They were in the oops pile. And so I gladly took them. And donation drop off was one of them. And I'm like, dang, man, we actually need to use this one right now. So it was very kismet in timing. My husband took all of the clothing to one of those clothing drop-off places where you can drop off clothing for whatever. He has a few other things that he needed to get rid of, like some old weights and stuff that we no longer use. But he's taking that to work, and he better not come home with them in the back of my car again because that's where they were before. And so we also had a workout that day. So I don't remember if the donation drop-off happened before or after our workout. But the workout was in the morning, so fingers crossed. I think my cat just threw up. Ugh. I'm trying to feed them better, and I left their food out because I was busy, and that was probably a bad idea. They're allowed to have their food for like half an hour, and then I pick it up. But I have been busy since I got home, so I fed them right away, and I have not picked their bowls up yet. That may have been a mistake. Anyways, I did 25 minutes of weight training. I did back and buys. And then Pat had a flex shift. And while he was at his flex shift, me and Nikki went to Barnes & Noble. They had their 50% off random hardcovers. And so this isn't the good one that happens in December right after Christmas. This is the decent one that happens a couple times a year, where you kind of go in and they have like select items for half off. And I ended up looking through those, and we ended up both getting some, but that was in a haul like in August. So I don't remember what we got. All I know is that we ended up leaving with like 4 books each. Trying to behave ourselves and not leave with ginormous piles of books like we wanted to. And then we did some more shopping. It says we went to Town and Country again. I think this was the day that I was like starving, and we ended up getting a bunch of crackers and taking them with us. Yes, it is, because we had pizza that night. And that means that I got a bunch of crackers and little snacky things for part of the day. And then for like pre-shift for him. And we ended up having pizza for dinner. Like I couldn't make it all the way home without a snack, which was fine. And then I think we're moving on to Saturday now. We got a cleaning lady again. I don't know if this was the first one or not. I think it may have been. because I don't think I remember saying anything about the cleaning lady before this. But if I didn't, I'm sorry. If I didn't, then I have a cleaning lady again. Yay! She comes about every 3 weeks, and she does the bathrooms in the kitchen. I am telling you, it is the best money I have ever spent in my entire life. And maybe one day we'll be bougie enough to have someone clean our whole house. Like once a week would be my love, to do all the vacuuming and the deep cleaning and the dusting and all that little crap that I absolutely hate doing. And if you look at my bookshelves, you'll know that dusting is not my thing. But I'm finally at a place where I can afford to spend $50, $75 every couple of weeks, every 3 weeks or so, to have somebody come in and do the deep cleaning in my kitchens and bathrooms, which I appreciate immensely. If I could just get my kids to help with that one. And then we also did a weight training day. I don't know what we did, but it just says weights, that we did 38 minutes of weights. And then I took the poopers on like a 25-minute walk. So if there's ever a walk on my list, it is guaranteed a puppy walk, because I don't go outside and walk by myself for no reason. If I'm going to do that, it's going to be like a cool hike. But if it's just a walk, no, it's puppy time. And then we also, not on here because I couldn't fit it on here, we went to Michael's and we did laundry. And then we went and watched the Ninja Turtles movie, which I was loving. I was so excited to get to watch it, because Ninja Turtles were one of those things that came out when I was a kid, and they were like super, super nostalgic for me. And I did my nails. I'll never do my nails. I miss my nails. But I got my nails done that day. So Sunday's going to be a little bit of the same, where we're missing some information because there was not enough room with the giant box in the corner. I probably could have saved the box, but I never know to save the box. The first thing I wrote down was out to sea for 6 weeks. So my husband just got back from deployment. He was home for a few weeks. He left for 6 more. He's been home for 2 weeks and was otherwise busy for one of those weeks. So I've only had him for a few days. It's ridiculous. We also had another shift. This one was an afternoon shift. It was a 3.5 hour in the middle of the afternoon. I spent I made $122.50 on it. We also ate out that night, and I went to the commissary. Commissary is where you buy groceries. It's on base. It's supposed to be cheaper than the normal grocery store. It is not, but it is conveniently close to the house. And so as long as I can get there before 7, it's convenient. And then finishing off the week, I finished reading Shadow Kissed when I was going through the Vampire Academy series, which I am done with now. Now I'm just going to go through and put on the overlays, and then I will open the planner back up, and I was going to get ready to do my outro part, which you'll see me kind of cut to right now. But I didn't actually do it because I realized I was missing the sidebar, and I wanted to get the sidebar in first. So that's what is going on right now. So we're going to put in dinners first. So dinners for the week. Monday, we had bagel sandwiches. We do a lot of girl dinners around here, so we have little weird things. Tuesday was toast and eggs. Wednesday was like our version of hamburger helper. Thursday was like this lemon noodle thing that I saw, and it's supposed to be like a olive oil pepper, is it aglio pepe or something like that? I can't remember the Italian name to it because I don't speak Italian. But it was supposed to be like a lemon noodle thing. That was okay. We didn't do a great job making that one. I want to try again. And then we had pizzas. Like I said, we went to Town and Country and tried their take and bake pizzas just to see if they were worth having. They're okay, not great. And then Old Faithful, which is the chicken and potatoes. And then, like I said, on Sunday, we went out to eat because my husband was leaving again, and that's what we do. I tried their almond chicken. Almond chicken was my favorite meal when I was um, a kid at the little Asian restaurants down the street from my house. I loved the almond chicken. This was not good. The teriyaki chicken there is amazing. Everything else, meh. And then I filled in that I did my oil pulling most days, and I took my vitamins most days, not all days, but like I haven't written any of those stuff in days, and I don't remember what days I did and didn't do it because I know it wasn't all of them. And then here I'm just going through my app and writing down my steps. My highest step count for the week was a little over 7,000. Now that I'm working again, we will see if that does anything, any dynamic changes by having me at work and running around more. We will see. I know I stand more, but I don't know if I walk around more. So that will be an interesting experiment.
Okay, so this is my finished weekly spread. As you can see, I've made a lot of little mistakes. Like I kept dropping stickers on everything, which was oh so wonderful. I have this sheet that I put all of my stickers on, and I have a few left because I either didn't get to them or I didn't see them, like the little Starbucks run down here. I had a Starbucks that I was supposed to put in here, but I couldn't find the stupid thing. So whatever. So what's left? We have a few fashion girls, which I'll obviously keep. This one I will get rid of because it's nothing but headers that I don't use anymore. This one also has a couple of full boxes that I'll keep. This one again, if it was done like the scribble prints where you could cut them up, I would totally keep them. But since I didn't use them, I'm not going to. This one only has one work label left, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Just like this one, I just don't use those very often. This one only has some glitter headers left, but I'll still probably keep it. And then the other glitter headers. If I had remembered that this one was an option, I probably would have done that one instead of this one. Then we still have a couple of full boxes left and then one little box left. And then we have the little extras. So I hope you enjoyed this week's plan with me, and I will see you again for next week. Bye.